Yo, yo, welcome to the Will and Kev show. I'm Will.
Okay.
What's up, my boy?
Was good.
Oh man,
Just
we
working,
gotta talk about in this WWE world, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump
Crazy.
right into this, man. How you feel about John Cena turning heel?
I love it.
Um, uh,
I don't like John Cena, but
I don't know what to think of it yet. He haven't done nothing like too extreme yet, and I think like it's been like what, like almost like 2 weeks now. Like, he haven't done nothing extreme yet, but he definitely like coming for the fans for the most part, which I don't get, but. I don't know. I think it's just time will
I mean,
tell.
it makes sense because when he was active the wrestling and everything,
Mm,
being the good guy, the fans was booing him. Like for real, they was booing him.
mm.
I guess they were just tired of him being the good guy and everything. But now since he turned, he's a heel now. They mad now. So they just being hypocrites, honestly.
Yeah. So what do you think we can expect from him as a heel?
Not as I'm talking. Honestly, if you go take it back to like how he was when he first started, like
Mm.
when he first came in, yeah, it's gonna be like that. Hopefully,
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that though. Yeah, I think definitely he definitely gonna be talking crazy. But I really want to see him get his hands dirty, like what he did with him, Travis, and The Rock did to Cody Rhodes.
yeah.
But I really want him to get his hands dirty, like for real, for real. I think it's only right though. Just for being a baby face for so long, I think it's time for him just to get his hands dirty, and that's it.
Yeah,
Outside of that,
and
that's it.
that's why I like finally. I've been waiting for this,
Yeah.
and I'm not even a fan of her.
Yeah.
Like
It was
I
long
just been waiting
overdue.
for her. Yeah, it was.
But I think ain't this like his like retirement tour too as well, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I think he going out the right way for sure.
yeah. Well, I know for one thing, he's not gonna be a heel this whole time.
Nah. Well, I just want to see him get his hands dirty for once. Like I know like in the past he was like he had like little like sprinkles and like of turning heel at some point, but I really want to see him like go crazy. Like just go all out. Might as well. Like you about to retire, might as well just go all out, bro.
Yeah, he needs to. I don't know. I just like heels better, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, depending on who it is.
Yeah. But like you said a couple episodes ago, like that Randy Orton heel was top tier.
Goaded.
Like that was top tier, bro. Like
Randy Orton, yeah, Randy Orton is goaded. Triple H is goaded.
yeah. There's a lot of good heels, man. I think heels now won't be able to reach their full magnitude just because of how like today and age it is. Like what you can and can't.
Yeah,
But like I think them heels back then they were just different breeds, bro. Like nothing was off limits and
it
it's
was
especially now on
diabolical.
TV. Yeah, like like it's just like they do whatever they want, and that was
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I think like I said, I just want John Cena just to go all out, man. Just go all out with being a
Yeah,
heel.
so I hope he do.
Yeah. So who do you think like? I know him and Cody Rhodes are kind of having. You think he going to like start another beef with somebody else outside of Cody Rhodes, or do you think that's going to be it?
Nah, I think that's just gonna be it.
Mm. I think too. Like I remember, like back in the day, I think the big rivalry was him and Randy Orton. But I think Randy Orton's like kind of in a different phase right now. But like just taking it back a little bit, just like that John Cena versus Randy Orton phase. I think it was like what was it like the Attitude Era, I believe, right? Or is it
Nah,
like one?
that was like who was it? around like 2008,
Yeah.
around that time.
Yeah, I think those matchups were like top tier for sure.
Yeah, it was like him and Randy or him and CM Punk.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
had some great matches.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, so I wanna before let me before I jump into this this greatest of this black wrestler's greatest of all time. I want to say something, bro. I think this might be a hot take, but I think a lot of people might agree. I think The Rock is the greatest wrestler of all time, bro.
The Rock is the greatest of all
Wrestler of
time,
all, yeah, in my opinion.
in your opinion.
Yeah, bro. Like I was watching a lot of like clips of The Rock like lately, like this past like week. Bro, he was different, like from the entertainment. Like, look at bro, like
Yeah,
different from on the mic. He was different from in the ring. Like he was just entertaining, bro. Like out of
yeah.
top tier. I think
I
like
mean,
as a
it.
wrestler from top to bottom, I think it's like he's the greatest wrestler of all time, bro.
I mean, it's arguable.
Right.
Like, it's you could argue that.
I don't know.
I
Nice.
mean, because it's either and Stone Cold, Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Some say Ric Flair. You know,
I don't know
it's
about Ric
it's a
Flair.
lot.
I don't know
I
about Ric.
mean,
I'll definitely say like The Rock was definitely the most entertaining, bro.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely the most
Because
entertaining.
you know what it was his mic skills.
Yeah, he was bro. He was really top tier on the mic, bro. Like
Yeah,
I was like watching like some of the stuff that he was saying. I was like, bro, ain't no way he got away with that.
at that time, yeah.
Like he was getting away with a lot of stuff. And I was just like, bro, he different. And then, like I said, his ring presence was like it would just felt too. Like he just had that aura for him, for sure.
Yeah, him and Stone Cold,
Yeah,
them two,
yeah. I don't know. So who would you rate your top five wrestlers of all time?
top five wrestlers of all time.
Yeah,
My favorites. I'm not gonna go include Jeff Hardy because Jeff Hardy is automatically number one.
yeah, yeah.
that
I'm not gonna include him.
that is my favorite all time. So I'm not even gonna say him.
Like
But
let's put bias aside. Let's talk about just strictly just like top tier.
bias aside,
Yeah, bias aside.
yeah,
'Cause we could go Jeff Hardy all day.
yeah. I say, you know, I ain't gonna say like an order, but what? Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, The Rock, Triple H, and Stone Cold.
That's fair. That's fair. I can agree with you. Yeah, like I said, I think I wouldn't change that list at all.
Yeah,
I think the only person that
because
may
like
pop out is Shawn Michaels, maybe.
maybe
Yeah, but I'll just
Shawn
talk.
Michaels, he was that guy.
Yeah. Besides what he did to Bret Hart, but we don't gotta talk about that. We ain't gotta talk about that, bro.
He didn't do nothing. It was all Vincent.
So I want to get into this list, man. They said the greatest black wrestlers of all time. Let me pull up the list right now. They said the top 15. Where is it? I just had it. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna go down from 15. It was Jazz. 14 was Shelton Benjamin. 13 was Naomi. 12 was Jacqueline. 11 is Big E. Number 10 was Devon Dudley. Number 9 is Bianca Belair. Number 8 is Bobby Lashley. Number 7 is Ron Simmons. Number 6 is Junkyard Dog. Number five, Sasha Banks. Number four, Mark Henry. Number three, Kofi Kingston. Number two, The Rock. And number one, Booker T.
I mean, I'm not mad at that list. I would, swap some people around,
I got one person
but
wrong with this. I got one person wrong with this list. Kofi Kingston
uh,
is too high.
it is. I mean,
Number three,
Shelton Benjamin should be higher than Kofi. Yeah.
yeah, he's
To
always
me,
number
I
14.
should say.
Yeah, Kofi Kingston's number three. I don't agree with that. I think Bobby Lashley could move up like one or two
I
spots.
mean, it depends on how they want to do it. Like, is it from entertainment wise and not wrestling wise? Because entertainment wise, the list is mostly like it's accurate.
I don't know. If it's talking about entertainment wise, The Rock shouldn't be number two then.
Yeah, I mean, you go either like back and forth with him and Booker T because Booker T was,
He was that guy.
entertaining.
Yeah, can't lie. He was that guy.
So you could go, either or. It's like,
Yeah, but yeah, Kofi Kingston just too high for me.
yeah, he is too high.
He's way too high for me.
I definitely put Shelton Benjamin higher.
Yeah, I would too. Bible actually I put higher too.
Yeah.
And I think Devon Dudley, I want to say is like I think that's like 50-50. Because he was like it was mostly him and he was a duo, so it's like that's kind of hard to kind of put him on that list as
Don't
an
testify.
individual. As an individual.
Don't testify.
I don't know. But I think Kofi Kingston is definitely too high. I agree with you on the Shelton Benjamin for sure. Number 14, I think he should be at least top 10.
Yeah, 14 is crazy. Yeah, 14 is crazy.
He should be top 10 for sure. And yeah, Devon, I think he could go lower. Other
I
than that,
mean, yeah. Yeah.
other than that, I think that's
It's not a bad list. It's not a bad list, though.
yeah, it's not though. But
You know,
I I I really just read this list like just now. Yeah.
huh?
I really just read that list like yeah, Kofi Kingston is way too high. But I really want to talk about the Booker T and the Rock though, because
Because he don't know.
like you said, if you're talking about entertainment wise,
I
then
mean, they both go like the Rock called himself the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. He was electrifying, but Booker T was like he was he was funny and like
but he wasn't funnier than the Rock though.
I ain't gonna say he was funnier than Rock, but he like some segments that he had was pretty funny. Like some segments with Gold Dust
Hmm.
and all that. So Booker T, he and
Yeah.
when he called Hogan, he said Hogan. He said Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Yeah, I say that was definitely his.
Oh, bro, he was hilarious.
I'll say this right. I'll say this. Entertainment level, I'll say from a wrestling standpoint, just strictly wrestling, I think The Rock is the better wrestler. But if you're talking about entertainment though, just strictly entertainment from promos, I'll give it to The Rock. But
Yeah,
like
he
you said,
got that.
yeah, promos I give it to The Rock. But you are right about like Booker T was just hilarious and like the skit. Even like that thing with him and Stone Cold Steve Austin like in a grocery store, just like throwing each other around.
Yeah,
Like that thing was hilarious, bro.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm still
I
confused about that
mean,
Kofi Kingston, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably entertainment, right? Because
Yeah.
what he be doing is, all that. Especially like during the Royal Rumble when he used to find different ways to not get eliminated.
Yeah, that's
Stuff like
true.
that.
That's true. I'll give you that though. I will give you that. But if outside of that,
Yeah, he's still too high for me.
yeah, I don't agree with that, bro.
I would definitely put Shelton Benjamin higher than him.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So I got another question for you, bro. Who you think was the better? I don't. I'm trying to see if how I can word this. I'm just go wrestler for wrestler, high flyer for high flyer, right? Rob Van Dam or Jeff Hardy? Take bias out of it. Take bias.
No bias.
No bias. Just
All
high
right.
flyer for high flyer, wrestler for wrestler. Rob Van Dam or Jeff Hardy?
We'll say Rob Van
Why?
because not only he was, doing all the high flying stuff,
Hmm.
he's more athletic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Rob Van Dam had better moves, a better move set than Jeff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that, but I'll give Jeff Hardy the edge in a sense of like he was a higher risk taker.
Charismatic. Yeah.
He was a higher risk
I
taker.
mean, they both is. Yeah, they both was up there, but Jeff Hardy would take things a little bit too far.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
Exactly.
depending on what it was.
Yeah, but for me, I would definitely go. Yeah, I would definitely. I would go Rob Van Dam for sure.
Yeah, it's it's arguable,
Yeah.
especially like the ECW days.
Hmm. He was
Crazy.
different, bro.
Yeah.
He was different, bro. He was different for sure. I got another thing, but we got anything to get off yours?
Um, the whole John Cena, like I was just seeing some people saying John Cena and CM Punk's rivalry was better than John Cena and Randy Orton. I'm not gonna say that.
Nah, I'm not agreeing with that either.
No, I'm not gonna say that because John Cena and Randy Orton is they was they was going at it.
Who had more title matches from John Cena and CM Punk versus John Cena and Randy Orton?
John Cena and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what John Cena and CM Punk only had
And
like I think 2 or 3% like that. I
yeah.
don't know.
And I agree with that too because like, at one point, I don't know what year was it. I think it was like '08 or '09. Like John Cena and Randy Orton was literally like the only reason why certain people started watching wrestling around that time. Like I think that's when like Randy Orton was like the Viper and stuff like that. So it's like
Randy Orton was able to kick people in the head.
yeah,
He was
yeah,
wild.
I think that was basically the most entertaining rivalry in a while.
I
And
mean, what John Cena and CM Punk, uh, I'd say this when they were like their promos
mhm,
together, it was probably better than John Cena and Randy Orton.
yeah. And I
I
think
think
too,
promo wise,
I think CM Punk had a lot of issues with the company more so John Cena.
yeah,
I don't think it was more so a beef with John Cena. I think it was more so a beef with the company, and John Cena just kind of got the butt end of the stick of it.
yeah. CM Punk didn't he didn't like Vince.
Yeah, but I think that Randy Orton John Cena rivalry though, a lot of adults now remember that back in the day. I think that was like not to compare in the sense of like entertainment wise, but that was kind of like the next Stone Cold, The Rock kind of rivalry, kind of.
I don't know.
They're not equal. They're not
I would
equal,
say
but like in the sense of
it's
the
not.
generation of
Yeah,
kids, not talent wise, but like that was just
I
our
say
our generation.
I say a Triple H and a Rock because they
Well,
both
the
like
rivalry.
rivalry wise. Like John Cena and Randy Orton was like a Triple H and a Rock.
That's fair.
They both wanted to be the top guy.
That's fair. That's fair. But I will say, speaking of that, Triple H really was like he was a dog on the mic, bro. Like that
He
feud,
was
he was a dog on the
he,
mic. Like,
he was low key funny.
yeah, Triple H was really like I don't know. Triple H
Wilding.
was one of the dudes on the mic where it's like he was just wild, bro, and like nobody cared.
Yeah.
And I think he also spoke with like a lot of passion too, towards like, oh, you dead serious about this?
Yeah. And
So
it's like once he flipped that switch, he was ready.
yeah. So who you think rivalry was? So how would you rank those rivalries then? The Rock and Triple H or John Cena and Randy Orton? What one do you think was better than?
Out of the Rock and Triple H and John Cena and you're in.
Yeah.
Uh, I must say the Rock and Triple H because they was really like going at it to try to be the best.
Yeah.
You know, they both wanted that like the top spot, especially while Stone Cold was out
hmm
with injury, and the Rock and Triple H basically put the company on their back.
Yeah. Wasn't that like also that time when like The Rock was like disrespecting Stephanie?
Yeah, I mean that's they'll do that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that was I don't know. Yeah, I think definitely the promos back then were just
It was better.
bro.
They was wilding.
Yeah, it was just different, bro. But I think that was just good TV, man.
Mhm.
That was just great TV.
Another, I say another rivalry that was great wrestling wise was what was it? Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit.
I think low key, bro. I think like
It was great.
I think low key, I think like Kurt Angle is low key slept on too as a wrestler.
He is.
I think he slept on because he was like one of the top dogs for a little minute.
Yeah,
But I think he just
he
did.
slept on.
I think he didn't get the respect he needed just because of the people that he was surrounded with. Well, like you said, The Rock, Chris Benoit's, The Undertaker's, Triple H's. He didn't get his respect that he should have got when he was in there.
I mean, yeah, he could have got a little bit more respect, but I feel like he's respected enough.
Yeah, now, yeah, I agree with that. But I don't know too much about the Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit rivalry.
But that was hilarious. It's like it's funny, but they both is like technical wrestlers. So
Yeah.
that's why I said wrestling wise, it's great because they actually like doing like grapple moves and everything,
Mm,
counters, all that. Like their match at WrestleMania was what was it? Yeah, WrestleMania. It was a great match.
mhm. I don't know, man. Like, I think like outside of the controversy with Chris Benoit, I think he was I think he was a great wrestler too.
Yeah,
But I
hey,
think
I'm gonna always say that.
yeah, but I think his stuff I think the stuff that happened outside of the ring kind of covered his talent.
Yeah,
But I think he just lost all
he
the
just
respect
focused
that
on
he
that.
had.
Hey, I'm gonna still say he, was. great in the ring.
He was nice. He was nice, but like I said, I think the BS that happened
Yeah,
it just overshadowed everything.
he was wild for that.
Yeah, I think that just sucked. It just made everything bad for him. But I think the people in WWE know that too. But I think like everybody around now, I think that's just a touchy subject where nobody really want to touch that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's been years now, so
But some people still have a sore spot for stuff like that.
yeah,
I think that's the only bad thing, man. But I think he was a great wrestler though. But like I said, I think just that BS outside the ring just messed it all up.
yeah. So let me ask you this. Which WrestleMania you think was the best WrestleMania of all time?
Which I'm not too big on the WrestleManias, but I do remember matches. Which one was it when Undertaker and Shawn Michaels faced off? I don't remember the year or the
That was like what
number.
they fought what like two times,
Yeah, I
like
want to say the second.
25 and 26.
Yeah, when they fought the first time, I think that was the best match for me at least. 'Cause I think the build up was just top.
Yeah, I say the greatest WrestleMania of all time is WrestleMania 17.
Which one is
Like
that?
the match cards that they had was phenomenal. That's the one with the main event was what The Rock and Stone Cold
Hmm.
for the WWF title, and then that's when he turned heel.
The Rock?
No, Stone Cold,
Okay.
because they both was a face, a baby face.
Hmm.
But when Vince came out, he gave Stone Cold the chair and all that, and he just started whooping on the Rock with the chair. And that's when he turned heel. Oh, that's the greatest WrestleMania to me.
Oh yeah, I don't know. So what matches
17,
was on that card?
huh?
What other matches were on the card?
You had what Chris Jericho versus William Regal.
Hmm.
You had it was a triple threat match with Kane, Raven, and Big Show. Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit. You even had Vince versus Shane.
Dang, that's a lot of
You
big dog.
had Triple H versus The Undertaker for the first time at WrestleMania, I should say.
Jeez.
Uh, the TLC match with the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, and Edge and Christian.
Oh, that's what that one?
Yeah,
Oh my God, I love that match too.
it was it
Yeesh.
was fire. That WrestleMania was the greatest WrestleMania of all time to me.
I think low key that might be a low key hot take, bro. That might be a hot take for you, but I'm gonna let you live. We're gonna have to see
That's
what
the greatest.
like TikTok or Instagram have to say about that. But
Now I'm telling you, and then the ending of it all is like you got The Rock and Stone Cold
mhm.
going up against each other, and how it ended, just that was the icing on the cake.
Nah, I feel you.
That was crazy.
It's like I said, I remember that TLC match for sure. That was one of my favorite matches as
Oh
a kid.
yeah, definitely.
But I didn't know it was that many big dogs on the match card.
Yeah,
Jeez. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that because I never seen that. I did see the TLC match, but all the other ones I didn't watch.
yeah, it was. You even had China versus what was the name? Ivory.
Hmm. Let me
Uh,
see. So I got a question for you, right?
mm,
What era do you think was better? Attitude era or ruthless aggression era?
I say. Attitude Era. That's my favorite era. So I'm gonna just go with that. Ruthless Aggression Era. That that's definitely my number two
Why Attitude
because
Era is the best your favorite one?
because one, everybody was in their prime. Like, you know, we had the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, Edge Christian, Undertaker, King, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Kurt
Hmm.
Angle, Chris Jericho. We had a lot of people.
Uh, who you think was the top dog back then? Like you who you think was the number one guy back then?
It was Stone Cold.
Stone Cold? I agree with that.
Yeah, honestly, it was Stone Cold. Stone Cold was the number one guy, the face of the company. Because even when he was a heel, everybody still loved
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. I think that Attitude Era was just different, bro. Like I agree with you in the sense of like people everybody's in their prime, but it's like I think that was like the peak of wrestling.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, it just something about that era to where it's like every televised show it was just entertaining beginning to end.
yeah. It was wild. But don't get me wrong, the ruthless aggression era, because that's when you had Brock Lesnar, and then John Cena came in.
Yeah.
Randy Orton was coming in.
But to,
Shawn Michaels came back.
yeah.
So it's still up there.
Yeah. I think this crazy. One thing I will say about wrestling as a whole, like they never fell off in a sense of talent wise. Like of course the talent is different, but like every you could tell that every era they had top guys and they were good, like actually real good.
Yeah,
So like you said, they
yeah.
went from Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, and then go from that to the John Cena, the Brock Lesnar, Shawn Michaels. Like you can't go wrong with that.
You can't.
And then now you got in today's age, you got Cody Rhodes, you got what's his name? Damn, why am I forgetting his name?
You got Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns,
Yeah, Roman Reigns. That's the name I'm thinking
Seth,
about.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
What's this dude name? Braun Breaker, something like that.
yeah. Like you
Yeah,
like they just got talent just automatically. But I think whoever's in charge of that, like they doing a heck of a good job over there for sure. In the sense of
yeah,
just picking talent and the guys, making the right guys the top guys.
yeah.
And of
Yeah.
course you got I'm not gonna say bottom of the barrel, but you definitely have the other guys that's like definitely B tier. So you got like the
Yeah.
J so you got who else you got? Um I forgot his name. I can't remember. I don't know why I'm forgetting the rest of his names. But Jay Uso is like another guy to us like he right there. Like
He working his way. He working his way up to that age.
that's what I'm saying.
Especially if he win at WrestleMania and win a world title, yeah, he
That's what I'm saying.
definitely.
And then too,
I want him to win.
you got people like Logan Paul kind of working his way up there. You got
Yeah, I actually feel like he should stick with that because he's very athletic and
and entertaining.
he actually good at it. Yeah, he's good at it.
Man, he's entertaining. So I like how they still have a mixture of the old guys, but the new guys, like you could tell, is like taking over.
Yeah,
But I think that boy Jay Uso, man, he gonna be something. He
yeah,
definitely
he
gonna be up
is.
there. He gonna be A tier for sure. I won't be surprised if he get like a title, like the WWE title.
Mhm.
I think he going for like what I think the international championship now. He going for that right in WrestleMania,
Mhm.
the international championship.
Oh yeah, the world title. Well, what is it? which one called it? I think it's the yeah, I think it's the World Championship or something like that.
Yeah, something I can't remember. But yeah, like I don't know. He definitely working his way up though, for sure.
Yeah, it's like
But
World Champion because they switched the names too many times. So
yeah, but he definitely moving up in the company. And I think I love that for him too. But also too is like
yeah,
just that whole tribe of just Roman Reigns down to Jay, down to Solo, Jimmy. It's like that was a heck of a storyline, but everybody benefited from that storyline,
yeah.
and I think that was
The
very
Bloodline,
important.
yeah, the Bloodline. That's that's one of the greatest factions of all time, I should say.
Not one of the greatest, the
You can say
greatest,
it.
the greatest. That's the greatest
You
one.
can say it's the greatest because they actually are family.
Yeah, but like I said, I think everybody benefited from it. I think that's my thing. It's like everybody literally benefited from it.
Yeah,
Everybody that was in there went up a notch, and I
and
think,
they all had titles at one point.
hmm and I like how they incorporate their family too. To it. It's like everybody literally eating,
Yeah, of course.
everybody
Because
eating.
back then it was only what you had Yokozuna, and
Hmm.
then fast forward you had The Rock and Rikishi. Even though they're not like really related, but they're related.
Yeah,
But Rock and Rikishi, then you had Roman Reigns' brother Umaga.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. I don't know that. I think that bloodline
what's
storyline
his name?
top tier, bro.
Rosie. That was his name. Rosie.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was definitely one of the best stories ever told. I don't know. Like I said, I think everybody just benefited from it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was very entertaining. I think everybody was really like anticipating on what happened next and how it was going to end.
Yeah. And it's we just gotta wait till after WrestleMania now because Roman Reigns most likely it's about to be a triple threat match between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
That's what you're predicting for
So
the future?
it's gonna happen, and if it don't happen, that's crazy. But it's gonna happen, especially what I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever. Roman Reigns had interfered
Hmm.
in their in well, yeah, he interfered in the match between Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's true. All right, so I got a blind rank for you. We're gonna rank these wrestlers from 1 to 5. Are you ready?
yeah.
All right. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. 2.
Okay. Triple H.
Uh, uh,
You started off high right there too.
yeah, I did. I did. Because I feel like you like that. Oh, mm. Dang, I don't want to say where I want to put him, but then there's somebody.
Nah, I feel the blind rank for real.
Yeah, 3,
Okay, okay. Batista.
4.
Ooh, John Cena.
5.
Oh, okay, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I take that. 1.
Okay, okay. That's not a bad.
I definitely would have put Triple H too.
Yeah, so Shawn Michaels at one, Randy Orton at two, Triple H at three, Batista at four,
Yeah,
John Cena
bro.
at five.
Yeah.
All right, that's not a bad list though. It's not
Nah,
that
it's
bad.
not. It's
Oh,
not.
well, yeah, you got anything else before we end it off right here, man?
Uh, I'll say, Jeff Hardy the GOAT. Oh, and him and Matt, yeah, they definitely about to come come back up to the main rosters eventually. They're on NXT right now, so it's only a matter of time when they come back.
What's your predictions for the next couple of weeks with John Cena and the triple threat match you said? What was it?
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
With that, I feel like they just go, keep trying to take each other's heads off
Hmm.
until they get to WrestleMania. John Cena, I see him. Not see him, but Cody Rhodes. I feel like once they get to WrestleMania, and depending how everything goes, uh, John Cena is not gonna stay a heel.
You
I
think
think,
so?
and if you do stay a heel, even until after WrestleMania, I think by the summer, he's gonna, go back to being a babyface.
What makes you think that he's not going to stay at Hill for that long? Or would you what? No, that's not the question I'm asking. What do you think is going to make him go back to turning a babyface? What do you think is going to happen to make him turn back to a babyface?
Um, Honestly, it really depends on if he wins the title or not.
That's fair. Ooh, that's fair.
You know,
All right,
I
so
want him to win it.
you want him to win it?
Yeah, I do.
I think. Well, that make him what? It's the 17th time.
Yeah,
That's gonna be one for the books.
it will be breaking Ric Flair record.
Yeah, I think he might break it too. I think they're gonna make him break it.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna make him break it.
Now, if they do like what they did last year, when it was Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, and how everybody interfered,
Mm,
and they do something like that this year, I just don't know who would come out.
that's fair. Yeah, I don't know either.
Probably Stone Cold because I think what WrestleMania is in Vegas, and I think Stone Cold is in Vegas now or something like that.
That'd be great
So
entertainment for sure.
yeah,
That'd be
Stone
great.
Cold and The Rock once again, but they both old, so you know how that goes.
They still they're still gonna be lit, just like the presence of both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think just the presence of both of them is gonna be lit. And I think that'll be a nice end to the rodeo of John Cena's career. Like end
yeah.
on a bang or something like that.
But
Well,
when it all comes to an end, John Cena will be babyface once again, and he's just gonna retire a babyface.
no. We're gonna end it right here, man.
And then,
All right, this is the Will and Kev show. Make sure I hit the subscribe button. make sure I hit that like button. That definitely
Yeah,
helps out the channel. And if I listen on Apple
right.
Podcasts or Spotify, make sure I give us a 5-star rating. All right, peace.
All right.